to solve using the quadratic formula, so we're going to have to do the entire process. So this is going to be a little new. We're going to start with just plugging it in. So our step one is always to make sure it equals 0, and here this one equals 3. So we need to get rid of the 3 and move it to the other side. So to 0 out that 3, we're going to do minus 3. And anything you do on one side, you're end up doing on the other. And so I know this is my ax squared, my bx, and so the 3 is going to take the c spot. So I'm going to go ahead and write it over here, 3x squared plus 2x, and then we're just going to put that minus 3, and then this equals 0. All right, so from there we can find our a, b, and c. So again, a is the number in front of x squared, so that number is 3. So I'm going to put a 3 here. B is the number in front of x, so that is a positive 2. And C is my number, my constant at the end before the equal sign, and I got a negative 3. Make sure you include that negative sign. And then we're going to plug it into our formula just like we did before, always using parentheses. And so the first one is I have my B comes first and second, and I have a 2 for B. So in both of the first two spots, we're going to put the number 2 in parentheses. So parentheses 2, parentheses 2. Next we have A, and we have an A down here. So I'm going to do both of those at the same time. So I'm going to put an A in the top and on the bottom. I'm going to put a 3 in parentheses. So parentheses 3, parentheses 3. And then my last number here at the end of that square root is C, and that is a negative 3. All right, so now we need to type what's in the square root. We're not going to type square root in our calculator. We can actually figure out the top and bottom. So we're going to do this first. So negative b, negative 2 is just negative 2. So that just goes to negative 2. 2 times 3. If I multiply that, I get 6. So we're going to write a 6 right here. Now we're going to do the inside of the square root. So you're not going to put the square root sign. You're only going to put what's inside. So we are just putting this in. We're going to start with the parentheses 2 squared. So let's pull up our calculator. And again, I'm going to highlight here what we're typing in. We are only typing in this. So I'm going to start with parentheses 2 squared minus 4 parentheses 3, and then another parentheses with a negative 3. And I get a positive 40. So we're going to go ahead and write that there. And then we're going to stop this video and then go to the next video for what to do next.